Oh, it's the little wins. It's the little wins you've got to take. Oh, my life. Oh, my days. Unbelievable scenes. Oh, we're ninth. Yes, we're ninth. Get in. Fucking, I swore. I shouldn't swear. I could be forgiven for now, my life. Oh, we're ninth. Yes. Come on, I'm not taking the mic. I swear to God. I'm not taking the mic. Oh, dearie me. I don't really know what to say. I don't know what to say. I need to show you. I need to show you this. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is.
Just putting this in the boys' WhatsApp group, the TGT chat.
Look at this moron.
If you guys agree with me, but watching this game, you watch like Wolves play against Liverpool, Man City, you watch Chelsea, United, Spurs, even to a most painful extent. And the thing is
what an idiot! What was he saying? What was he on about? Arsenal was sick, mate. What? To be fair, that video was followed up by when we scored with this. You can follow us over at the Gooner Talk TV, by the way. Oh, dearie me. Stupid. Yes, Saeed Amir says stupid. That is exactly how I would describe things. Hello. I know it's taken me 1 minute and 46 seconds to introduce this show. But I don't care. I don't care, because in a season where we have been utterly humiliated with constant just digs. I mean, last week or the weekend losing to Spurs, just constant misery. How nice is it that we can enjoy a win against the champions of not just England, but the champions of Europe as well. Liverpool are an amazing team. Yes, they won the league already. Yes, they weren't at the races today, but we defended so bleeding well. We won so well, and I'm so happy. And if you're happy, drop a like. Drop a like on this video, please, and let me know that you are happy too. So let's get some information and some reaction from everyone, from the group chat, from the live chat, however one you call it. 015 Buddy says he feels like he's just run a marathon. To be fair, Wednesday was great today. Went to the pub, had a couple of beers with the boys, a couple of drinks when I got back as well to watch the game. I feel just freer and just nicer that I've been able to sort of chill and relax and see some people that I love. And obviously this game as well has meant that it's built on that feeling too. And I'm just a lot of frustration has just been sort of released. And I know, and don't get me wrong, I'm not overreacting with this result at all, because I know that the likelihood of Arsenal achieving European football next season is still extremely, extremely slim. But we've given ourselves the best chance. And sometimes Arsenal need to play like they did today. Sometimes we need to create 3 chances all game and score 2. And we can say that we were boring. We can say that we didn't play great. We can say that we were trash, and we can say that Liverpool dominated us. But at the end of the day, we for once took the chances that we were given. For once, took those chances, and that meant that we've come away from this somehow with 3 points. How many of you, honestly, how many of you in the chat box tonight thought that we were taking anything more than nothing from this game, even against a team that have been amazing all season, have won the Champions League, have now won the Premier League? Who thought that we would take any points away? And also is that you just need to sometimes sit back and say that this season's been horrific. It's been the worst season as an Arsenal fan to sit through. But moments like this genuinely just make you feel that wincy bit better, to make you get through the day. And in the worst time to be an Arsenal fan, there are glimmers of hope that in this world there are sometimes nice things to experience. We received a super chat. Aravind Kumar says, it's 3 a.m. here in India. Am I dreaming? Well, you've stayed up for a bloody good reason, mate. And fair play to you for staying up for that long. And thank you for tuning into the show as well, even though it is so late. Avanash says, I can't believe I wanted Xhaka gone. Stupid by me too. Yeah, I mean, again, what a performance from Xhaka. What a performance from David Luiz. What a performance from Holding. Martinez again with some massive saves. Amazing from him. Tierney playing at that left centre-back slot. I said I wanted him playing there with Saka, and it was interesting to see that this sort of game was more fluid. We looked at some points to be at a back three, sometimes to be a back four. I love the fluidity that Arteta got this team playing with. On the offensive, we were pressing. And finally, the pressing game worked. The pressing game got us this win today. And then just an utter, pure defensive performance at the end. Yes, we were lucky at some points. Yes, Liverpool were definitely more deserving of goals than we were in this game, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one little bit. So much so, it's not a tear in my eye. There's something in my eye. I swear to God, it's not a tear. Let's get some more reaction from you guys. Zamir, one of our fantastic members who's tweeting me all the time on Twitter. Really appreciate your support. Zamir says, Lacazette was fantastic. He chased, he battled, he won that goal for himself. Amazing stuff. Really, really pleased. Tony Mills says, can we do it on Saturday? That's a different animal. Manchester City with a lot more to play for and who really want to prove something this season. I mean, to be fair, Bournemouth gave them a decent game today, and hopefully we can put on the same defensive performance that we put on today and the same amount of chance taking that we also put on today, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get something from that game. Fingers crossed. Maximus says, we are so boring to watch. Arsenal parking the bus, Mourinho style. Shame. Get out of here. Go. See you later, son. I don't want that negativity. We've just beaten Liverpool. We've just beaten Liverpool and we're moaning. As far as I'm concerned, you can go. Get gone. If I go in teacher mode right now, stand outside. Give me a planner because I'm not interested in that negativity today. Not interested one little bit. Igbo says, Tom, what do you say to those saying we should sell Lacazette? I would say to them that you are well within your rights to think that. I'm not going to criticise you for thinking that because over the course of the season, he's been fairly poor. But I would also say, if he doesn't go, I want you to support this guy 100%, 1,000,000%, because at the end of the day, he scored a great goal for us today in terms of fighting for the ball, winning the ball, preempting, reading the game really well, and he did what he needed to do 100%. Laurie Nix says, do we need any more evidence? Arteta don't know his best team. Half these teams will be dropped before the weekend. I mean, it's amazing that he can work for me with loads of different players, that it doesn't matter what team he's going to play. He can implement the system and the game that he wants to commit to this side. And he did that perfectly today. And you can criticise Arteta all you like at the weekend. But today, if you're not praising Arteta for coaching this team into a defensive performance of a lifetime, then you're mad. It's as simple as that. Thibaut Pest says, Martinez is so good. What a save again from Trent Alexander-Arnold shot at the end. Definitely agree with you there. GD2, I've just missed your comment, but there's another super chat from Aravind who says, worth it, very happy today. Tom Tierney is our left centre-back. Yes, I definitely agree with that. Going back to GD2's comment, says, Tom, when is Arsenal going to play like this at important matches? Who knows, mate? Who knows? Just live in the moment now and enjoy what we've just witnessed. That's what you need to do. Avon disagrees with Laurie. He says, no, Laurie. He's having a look at the entire squad before ending the season. I think Avon knows his stuff. And he clearly knows that this is what Arteta is doing. He's looking at what this club he's got available. He's looking at what the players can offer him and who is going to be here next season and who can give him that extra push to hopefully get us to where we need to be next season, 100%. Owen Young says, we were so poor for 20 minutes. The mentality broke Virgil van Dijk and Alisson. Did somebody say Arteta tactical masterclass? That's the thing is that last week, or rather the weekend, Mourinho's being praised non-stop. And even I praised him for a tactical masterclass against us in a game that we deserved to win and ended up losing. And you just flipped the script today. Arteta, tactical masterclass against Klopp. There's no disagreement about that from me. Absolutely buzzing with that performance. Absolutely buzzing with that. From Arteta. And if there's anyone, if there's an inkling of anyone, anywhere on social media, on YouTube, whatever, criticising Arteta for that performance, get in the bin. Get in the bin, because I'm sorry, but you can't have it both ways. If you're going to criticise Arteta, quite rightly, in the North London derby, go for it. But if you're going to criticise him today, just leave. Just get out of this club before. It's just ridiculous how anyone can criticise Arteta after that performance. Unbelievable. Vinny Eagle says key was Tierney at left centre-back. Maybe that's his best role. We love how much he's crossing the ball into the box, don't get me wrong. We love how much he's doing that. But playing at left centre-back with Saka at left wing-back, how many times have I said that needs to be the positioning of the player? How many times have I said that? And finally, it's been put into place, and we seem so much more solid. Kolasinac not being in that role, he needs to play Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe with Saka at left wing back, Tierney at left centre back, and with Holding, who was really good today, and David Luiz. I'm arguably Holding needs to go in place of Mustafi in the lineup for Saturday. At right centre-back with David Luiz in the middle, who was also really solid. Cedric, great stuff. Solid again at right wing-back. Did his job, did really well, supported Pepe. And to be fair, I loved how much defensive work Pepe put in today. I thought his defensive side of his game was excellent. Loved every second of that. It was really good to see the Ivorian getting back and being energetic and feeling like he wants to be part of a winning side again. Amazing stuff. This win will do so much for us in terms of confidence for the game at the weekend, and I personally cannot wait to see what happens at the weekend. Now, I was so dejected and so admitting of defeat before we just had this result at the weekend. I was so abject, and now things have turned around, and I'm absolutely buzzing with it. Absolutely buzzing. Let's get some more of these comments. Maximus is really keen to get his opinion in. Woo, we beat Liverpool, so we are going to win the league. Okay, buddy. Leave out of here, son. Leave out of here. Go support someone else if you're not going to enjoy the wins. Static says, I'm expecting Pepe to destroy this league next year. 100%, mate. Really looking forward to see what the Ivorian gives us. Christopher Fung, fantastic part of our membership group. He says, such an inspiring performance. Hope it gives us the confidence to close out the season well. Yes, great thoughts towards this. That's the attitude that I love to see in our group chat. That's the attitude that I love to see from you guys, is the positivity and the looking ahead to hopefully better times as well. Aaron Letchford says, Trent Alexander-Arnold challenge not reviewed by VAR. Can anyone explain it to me? I can't. I don't see what the difference is. He's late. He's going in with studs up. He connects with the leg. It's a red. It is a red, and there's just no beating around the bush about it. It's a red card, and it makes you feel so bad for Nketiah. And I was sitting on this show telling you how I was certain that Nketiah is a red card, but if it's the consistency of VAR once again not doing the right thing, not giving Trent Alexander-Arnold a red card is a joke of a decision. It's an absolute joke, and it's just a clear and utter bias towards other sides that Arsenal just don't get the rub of the green in the same way. I'm sorry, but that is how it is. It's as simple as that. Glenn Cook says, I don't know how Trent Alexander-Arnold got away with a yellow for that challenge on Saka. Oh, wait, I know. He plays for Liverpool. Shake my head. Disgrace. Yeah, 100% agree with you, Glenn. You've got it spot on there, son. Manu Clerk says, Tom, what do you think about Willock at that position? Sort of a false nine type role, which is a bit strange. What do I think? I think that he was playing against a side that dominated us in a position where it suits that role. But ultimately, Arsenal should be the team that are in more possession throughout the game. And if he's going to be playing in that position, I'm not too hopeful. If we're under the cosh, yeah, bring him on. If we're winning in a game where we know that we're being dominated in, yeah, I can see the reasons for bringing him on. He gives you energy. He gives you the ability to drag the ball out. He gives you fight and determination up the top. And maybe that's worth it. But in a game that we need to dominate, I don't think it's going to work. I just don't. Kitchener, it's been a while since you've been in the chat, fella. Where have you been? One of our fantastic members. He says they also beat up Willock around 80 minutes, and it wasn't even a foul. Again, I mean, where can you go, mate? Where? It's almost pointless trying to argue it at this stage. It's embarrassing trying to argue that we don't get the rub of the green like other teams do, because we just don't. Aaron Letchford says Tierney, Saliba, and Holding looks like a good back line right now. I mean, looking at Tierney as a left back and as a left centre back, I mean, it could be effectively that as a back three, Aaron. I think that's the point that you're trying to make, mate. That's a real possibility at this stage. Seeing Saliba, who has played in a back three for Saint-Etienne, Tierney and Holding is a real possibility at this stage, is a real solid back line with some really good wing backs in there. If we can sign Sabas to a full-time deal. I saw some really disappointing news today about Thomas Partey that doesn't look good. Apparently he's not going to be coming. Apparently he's going to be signing a new deal with Atletico. And if that happens, that's going to be really, really, really disappointing. But if we can get Ceballos in, boy, that guy has transformed under Arteta. Another thing that you can just look at Arteta and think he has done amazing things with this team already, and he is transforming the fortunes of players that had been completely written off. I mean, before Project Restart, how many of you, honestly, and myself included, were turning around and thinking, yeah, we should definitely sign Ceballos to a full-time deal? I don't think many of us. I don't think many of us at all were thinking that. And yet here we sit and say, mate, 30 million quid seems a bargain from what has been an amazing turnaround for the Spaniard. Really, really fantastic stuff. Jabalani says, I think we don't get the rub of the green, Tom, because we are a bit too nice. Only Laka screams at the referees every game. And Rydog follows that up with Alexander-Arnold tackle exactly the same as Aubameyang sending off by the same referee. Yeah, I remember that game. Who was it against? Remind me, please, Rydog. I remember it was away from home, wasn't it? Was it against like Crystal Palace or Bournemouth or something like that? And it was a very, very similar challenge. And again, just not Liverpool once again, just not happening for them, is it? It's just a different rule for them and a different rule for us, it seems. Owen, if you aren't checking out Owen's stuff on Twitter, please do. He's an amazing member. He's an amazing writer. And you should go check out his stuff. He says, if we don't back Arteta this summer, it's a shame. He looks like to be the future of world-class managers. I struggle, remember, buying into anyone as much as this. I mean, this guy is exciting. He's young. He gives us something. He gives you something different. And that's what I love about Arteta. He gives you hope. He gives you the idea that this team, not only with additions, but this team with individuals that have suffered for so long can actually improve, and he can coach these guys to playing better. And that's what I really look forward to. And what I want you to do, what I want you to take away from this game is that Arsenal can win against the big sides in an ugly fashion. And they can do it against sides which dominate the game, dominate possession, dominate the chances, and they can still come away with 3 points under a manager that you'd think would be playing free-flowing and tactical football, which we have seen from him and seen him use against the likes of Southampton, against Sheffield United, against Norwich, to a lesser extent against Leicester when we still had 11 men on the pitch. And you look at a manager that's done that, and now you look at a manager that's winning ugly against the champions of not just England, but the champions of Europe. And I want you to go onto social media and I want you to have a look at the disgrace that you're going to see from some people trying to take a negative from this game. And think, and not reply to them. I don't need to go out and I don't need to reply to them, because if you reply to these people, that's exactly what they want. I want you to sit there on your own and I want you to look at those tweets and I want you to chuckle to yourself and think, my God, these people need some help. Because us guys, the positive guys, the confident guys that are sitting here and seeing a manager turn things around at our club are going to be the ones smiling, going to be the ones celebrating, going to be the ones knowing that we've stayed faithful to this manager and this coach and this prodigy a lot longer than these, frankly, pathetic people that aren't at this stage. And I think that's probably a really, really good place to finish the show. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, people. I really genuinely appreciate you doing so. I hope you've enjoyed the game. I genuinely really have. I think it was an amazing tactical display. We defended solidly. It gives me hope for Saturday. I'm fingers crossed, I'm praying that we can come out with something, because even though we won this game today, the likelihood is that we probably won't qualify for a European competition through the league. And fingers crossed we can do it through Europe. So there you go. If you would like to follow us over on Twitter, please do, at the Gooner Talk TV. You can see me posting some videos, mugging the team off and then us scoring. And I mean, Owen Young, one of our members, was saying how much he was enjoying those, me just backtracking completely. So if you want to go over to Twitter and have a look at me make a complete fool of myself, please do. But other than that, it's been a real pleasure speaking to you. We'll see you again tomorrow for the podcast, 8:30 UK time. Make sure you turn those notifications on so you never miss a show. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and drop a like on the video to let me know that you've enjoyed yourself tonight. But other than that, it's been a real pleasure. And as always, up the Arsenal.